Good morning, everybody. Yes, it is Tuesday, the 14th of April, and I had a great birthday weekend and I'm raring to go. I hope you all noticed nature. Remember we talked about nature and being able to stand and stare. And just to let you know, if you didn't get a chance to go out or unable to, then there's a great TED Talk by Louis Schwartzberg called Nature, Beauty and Gratitude. And I would really urge you to have a look at it because it is stunningly beautiful with all his time-lapse photography. So for those of you who don't remember, my name is Pamela Steele. I'm a psychologist and have been working in the business for about over 20 years, and that is mainly to do with trauma, resilience and stress, but more recently mainly on resilience, and because I think it's a great preparer for stress and particularly being resilient against this virus. And have done many talks about resilience and has recently finished a book called Grit Not Shit, which is on my website, www.crisisadvice.co.uk. So I thought, first of all, that, I was going to talk about sleep, and just to leave you with a couple of things, did you know that Edison completely ruined our sleep patterns? We used to sleep very naturally with the light and the dark, and Edison, as you all probably know, invented the light bulb. And since then, along with the internet, we sleep a lot less and are able to stay awake throughout the night, which hasn't necessarily done us any good, and we'll have a look at that. The other thing is, did you know that one night's loss of sleep actually increases concentration lapses by 400%. Now that's quite incredible. So that's what I am going to be talking about more tomorrow. And what I just wanted to do, because we got up to blog 10 last week, and I thought I'd just do a quick resume of what we've been doing. So we started off on blog 1 with introducing resilience and how it can help build our immunity against this particular virus, how it increases our health, our happiness, and also our longevity. So we looked at that. And then in the second blog, we looked at how we got this amazing balance of hormones that we have, and how easy it is to get an imbalance. So endorphins through that, and I keep saying it, exercise, and I did Joe Wick's workout again today, took the dog out for a walk, and then we'll probably do something else later on. And so all of those create those wonderfully healthy hormones, but unfortunately stress does the opposite, particularly if we don't use up the adrenaline it creates. It causes cortisol, and cortisol causes all sorts of unhealthy things to happen to us, like stress tension, stress headaches, higher blood pressure, rapid heartbeat, and indigestion problems, a whole range, and most importantly, lowers the immune system. So we started off on blog 3, just telling you a little bit about more. It's not just about exercise or chocolate or sex. It's actually also about passionate hobbies, music, art, entertainment, and maybe a passion for work. Cookery is a great one. So many people I know have been doing cookery. So we then looked at stress, and as I said, how it can lower the immune system. We looked at what the stressors are that we experience. Personal stressors, just remember all the D's: divorce, death, debt, detachment, which a lot of us might be feeling. So a lot of those different D's, along with lots of other things. And then there's work stressors, and of course a lot of us are working from home, and that creates, again, a lot of stress. So, and then there was the stress of who we were: perfectionist, pleaser, controller, and then that crazy chaotic that has so many difficulties organising themselves. And then on blog 6, I'd had a strange night and had some existential thoughts, and thought about, well, we're all facing the possibility of quite a lot of illness with this virus, coronavirus, but also even awful thought, but death. And it got me onto the deathbed regrets. Have I lived well enough? Have I been happy, and have I had as many happy moments as I can? Did I follow my dreams? Have I been true to myself? Have I spent enough time with my family and friends? So all of those regrets, and maybe getting off this roller coaster by having to work at home or stay at home, has got us thinking, about how maybe we are living too much of a crazy roller coaster life. And then we started off thinking about resilience of who we are. And I left you with thinking about a particularly resilient person. At that time, I talked about my dad, who is an incredibly resilient 96-year-old man. And but there's people like Steve Redgrave, who won all those gold medals despite having diabetes. And we looked at the next one, blog 7, then at what these resilient characteristics were, and their optimism and confidence and self-belief, and being true, authentic to oneself, being adaptable, not fearing change or anything, still having being able to have humour in the face of adversity. And enthusiasm, being supported and being able to ask for help. And then we went on to resilient lifestyles. Remember the Blue Zone countries. So they were Icaria, Sardinia, and Okinawa and Nicoya Peninsula. And they all, by default, in a way, had really resilient lifestyles, which were obviously exercise. Well, they did that via manual labour. They ate healthy food. Obviously, they were in the sun. They ate lots of lovely fish and meat. They had very close relationships with people, and had a great work-life balance and a lot of community and religious common goals. So we then went into number 9 and thought about how we could build mental resilience. And that was around positivity and around the fact that people do live longer when they're positive. And how we can have these rather childish, irrational thoughts. I must be loved, I must get everything I want, and all of those things. And how we could turn those into positive but realistic thoughts. So touched on those. And finally left you thinking about being able to, that lovely poem, No Time, and left you with the thought of just being able to stand and stare for a while, and enjoy the beautiful nature around us. So I hope you didn't mind me doing that summary. I think it's a great thing to remember back, because sometimes you can get bit lost in where we are. If you want to check out, as I said, my website, crisisadvice.co.uk, there's all the different chapters. You can download the book, and a little bit more about myself. Okay, so tomorrow, definitely tomorrow, for those of you who may not slept very well over the weekend, there's going to be a lot of information about sleep and how we can get better sleep, and how important for our health that sleep is. So see you all tomorrow. Bye.